Minasan konbanwa and welcome to Shogo's podcast night talk live stream. How are you? All right. Now, first of all, as I always do, please let me double check if everything is working okay. Perfect. Yes, I can hear my own voice. Good. All right. Thank you so much. I can see some comments already. Just the two of us. Yeah, two people so far. I'm kidding. And finally able to catch a stream. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. I do this every week on the podcast channel. Thank you so much for joining. I think today is going to be the last day that we'll have this the thumbnail. We're going to be changing it next month. We want to probably change it every month. This one was actually for autumn, so next month will be December. So we're actually going to be changing, the thumbnail soon. Oh no, it's three. Thank you so much. Perfect. So then there's actually something that I really want to talk about today. And for those of you who are going to be watching the archive, I don't want you to wait for so long. So I'd like to get into the talking about this week's video right away. Go ahead. Hello, Shogo. Thank you so much for all of your comments. Mm-hmm. I am at work on my break. Yeah, at least I'll be able to catch 15 minutes of this. I'm so excited. Sorry. I don't know if I'll be doing anything that will really excite you, but I usually just in this live stream, I usually just talk about the videos that I posted that week and talk about the things that what should I say won't be talking about anywhere else. I wanted to make this podcast live stream something special as well. So, I do the weekly live streams on my main channel for the training. And also on Instagram, I do the morning live streams every morning and such. But I don't usually talk about the videos that I posted and give you, what should I say, additional information about how it was or how I studied about it or how I'm feeling about it and stuff like that. So thought this podcast would be great. And especially, because this is a podcast channel, I don't have to have the camera on. I have the camera off on purpose, and I really like this. It's really on. Should I say it's a new experience? Well, I've been doing this a couple of times already, but it's really a different experience, I should say, for me to mm, just talk with you with my voice, talk to you with my voice. So yeah, I've been really enjoying this. This is actually my seventh time I'm doing this live stream, but I've really been enjoying this a lot. Hello, everyone in Shogo. Hello. Hey. Hinata looked pretty cute in a kimono. Oh, thank you so much. You watched that video? hmm Shogo, how are you and your family and fingers now, Shogo? Yes. Our family's been really, really good. Hinata started going to kindergarten from the beginning of November, so this month. And she actually caught a cold right away, starting going to kindergarten, and something that all kids go through when they start going to kindergarten. So she had a cold. She had a very bad throat for a while, but she's completely healed from that too. She doesn't have that anymore. And yeah, it's been about 2 weeks now without her, with nothing, no colds or anything. So I'm pretty sure her body got used to it. And yeah, Nagi's just growing up very quickly. I think she'll be able to stand on her own almost. She can stand if she's holding on to something, but I think she'll be able to stand on her own. And yeah, Harumi and I have been trying to get as much sleep as possible. So yeah, we've been doing really good. By the way, why do Japanese other East Asian men have bowl cut hairstyles so often? Bowl cut hairstyles. Isn't that common? I don't have an image. I don't have any images of people having bowl cut hairstyles. I mean, at least it's not common. I think I know one comedian in Japan that has it, but I don't have any friends that do it. Where did you get the image though? I'm sad that the Instagram live is always when I'm sleeping, so I always miss it. Yeah, I know. That's exactly the reason why I do live streams on different timings. For especially, I think people who are living in the European area in Europe. I think the time would be around midnight when I do it at morning time. So I think this midnight live stream near midnight, Japan time is probably more convenient for you. Mhm. I'd like to ask, Kendo teaches how to use a two-handed sword of Uchigatana length, right? Then, is there any Budo that teaches how to use a shorter sword like a wakizashi? Yep, I think there is something called the tankendo, right? Just like there's kendo, there's also jukendo that uses the wooden bayonet, and also there is tankendo, which uses the shorter sword to fight. I think the competition system was almost really similar to kendo. hmm If you can look it up for me, there's something called tankendo, I believe. Not very major at all, just like jukendo. But I think there is something called like that. I really do want to do more research, but the people who train in tankendo is just such a minor budo martial art. It's really hard to get good information. Mhm. Yes. Cool. Hope she has a good time. Boy, does a lot wait her for the next 14 years. Oh yeah, that's right, exactly. She's enjoying kindergarten a lot. Every time she comes home, she's always really excited to tell us all about it. And yeah, tomorrow there's going to be like a short field trip too. And I'm really happy that we were originally thinking, uh, what should I say? I guess we were feeling a little bit guilty in a way. We wanted to be close to our kids as much as possible when they were growing up, when they're still young, when they were still babies. And our original plan was to be with them, live together with them, from morning to night until they are 3 years old. And Hinata is 3 years old, by the way. And because we were starting to get busy, we do have a big dream of achieving 1 million subscribers, and mm, we were what should I say? We were first initially a little bit sad that we're like, what should I say? On almost letting her go to kindergarten because we can't play with her anymore. We can't get the time. We're always telling her that please wait for us or please be quiet. And it's just really mm, we were feeling pity for her. What's the right word I'm looking for? You probably understand what I mean, right? But I'm really happy that letting her go to kindergarten was not just good for us, but it was really good for her too, because all the field trips, and all playing with other kindergartners, and all of her friends is definitely a lot better for her too than staying at home and just being with us. So I mean, about 3 years old, it's about time you what should I say, get used to meeting other people outside. What should I say, getting more social? Is that the right word? Yeah, so communicating with other people and such. So all right. How's it going, Shogo? I passed my promotion test and I got my 6th Q in my karate style. Awesome. Which karate style do you belong to? Mhm. All right. Thanks for the info, Shogo. Do you know why Tankendo is unpopular? I do not know, actually. I think I would say probably Kendo is too popular in a way. It's rather than Tankendo or Jukendo not being popular. I think Kendo is just simply too popular, really, really popular. Does Hinata already have friends? Yes, she does. She has this one friend that we always say hi to when we go to pick her up at kindergarten. Mhm. All right, then let me start taking a look at some of the videos that I have posted this week. So I think the first video was the matcha box, I believe. I didn't talk about this last week, did I? Well, I don't think so. Yeah. Oh, did I? Oh, if I'm saying the same thing, I'm really sorry. I think it was right last week after this live stream, we probably posted the new video. It's the video where we introduced one of the matcha subscription services. It's the one that Comedia Garden, which is a tea ceremony experience that we introduced in the Kyoto Hidden Gem series, provide. And we said it in the video too, but the set was really, really amazing. Um, the more I talk about it, I feel like I've already talked about this somewhere. Can you guys let me know if I've been talking the same thing? But I'd love to say it again because it was really amazing. And I just don't want to have anyone misunderstand that. I did used to work at Comedia Garden, and because I used to work there and because I have friends there, I'm promoting their service, their products. But no, even if I didn't work at Comedia, I mean, like Harumi, Tomoko, they were both really amazed by how beautiful it is too. So Yeah, I think I have talked about this last week. But anyways, I think well, just one last thing then before I move on to the next video. I think that the best part that amazes us the most is probably how much time and effort you can really feel from all of the items that are included to choose what they would include for that month. And, again, feeling the seasons every month through matcha, enjoying matcha and the sweets and such. And it's just really, really beautiful. And it's like a small matcha experience you can get from a box that you can. That is delivered from Kyoto, and I think it's a really beautiful experience. Yes, you talked about the matcha box with the nice sweets. Oh, yeah, I did, didn't I? Yeah, that's what I thought. It says 7 days ago, so I was like, "Oh, which 7 days ago was it?" Yeah. Sorry about that. By the way, I found a I found a place near me that teaches Jodo. Oh, awesome. I hope the place remains open by the end of next year, beginning of 2023, because I'll have the money to start doing so then. Awesome. Jodo, for those of you, if you don't know about Jodo, it's the staff martial art in Japan. So it's the martial art that uses a short staff. Trying to learn Japanese arts other than kendo can be a pain. There is almost no one in America that does anything other than Iaido and kendo, or at least around here anyways. Exactly, exactly, that's right. I mean, the martial arts, Budo martial arts that include competition, like the things that you can't do on your own, you really need more people to do something, to practice for you, to compete with you in order to actually train in it. So that's I think the difficult part. Like Iaido, karate, I mean, like Kendo, you could train on your own, but of course, the best part of, or most important part, you could say, of the training is definitely combat, actually fighting someone in a game. So, yeah, that's probably one of the most difficult parts. I study World Oyama Karate, which is a Kyokushin offshoot created by Shigeru Oyama, who was one of the Masutatsu Oyama's ranked student. Oh, amazing. Kyokushin-ryu. I don't know if I told you before, but my Iaido instructor, he is actually a Kyokushin-ryu sensei in karate. He has seventh or eighth dan in karate and sixth dan in Iaido. He teaches both. And that's one of the reasons why I initially chose my instructor as my sensei. I wanted to learn under someone who knows more than just Iaido, a single martial art, or I should say more than just sword martial arts. So that's the reason why I wanted to train under him, and I'm very happy because I made the right choice. He's an amazing person. Heard you found something that helps your fingers. Are they doing well now? They are doing really, really good, actually. I'm actually trying out a treatment right now, and it's been working very well. Um, if I see more progress, I would definitely officially announce it. I did talk a little bit about it in the memberships, but what I talk about in the memberships is top secret within the membership, unfortunately. So. Mhm. So we'll definitely if I can see more progress. Right now it does look a lot better, but if it gets even better, I'll definitely talk about it somewhere, maybe in a YouTube post or on Instagram. I don't know, maybe here even in live streams. But mhm. Sadly, I can't stay for the whole stream. So have a good night, evening, morning, afternoon, everyone. Thanks so much for joining. Mhm. You're the king, Shogo. We love you all. Thank you. That matcha box is a little high at 90 dollars per month. She needs to make a cheaper plan around $40. Yeah, I completely understand what you mean, Stefan. It is a little bit pricey, but to be honest, if you want to have good quality matcha, that is the price that you would have to pay. As a tea ceremony trainee, I would say that is that is about right. Mhm. We had kendo around here in addition to judo and karate. Wonder how that is going on nowadays. All right, yeah, speaking of Budo martial arts, the video I posted 5 days ago was the video I talked about, "I hate Iaido." A lot of people were really shocked with the title and the thumbnail. Mhm. But, it's something that I really, really wanted to talk about for a very long time. My theory of how what Iaido should learn from Kyoto, the archery, Budo martial art. And I think this is going to be my core theory of mm, if I ever, for example, start a dojo, if I ever start teaching Iaido myself, I would definitely have this idea that I talked about in this video, I hate Iaido, as a core theory. Definitely. I really want to. I've. I guess it's just me that hasn't done enough studying and training, but I really want to create a not a new style completely. I'm not a what should I say? I am definitely a budoka that has been doing Iaido, and I really love Iaido a lot. But I don't consider myself to be in what should I say? Dedicated enough to be able to start a new style. I'm not. I should be more humble, right? Yeah. So I won't be starting a new style or anything, but I do want to. In the future, someday, I want to start a dojo that really focuses more on all the things that I talked about in the video. Like cherishing the bowing procedures, like the tore, bowing to the swords. And I really want to adapt more of the Zen trainings and Zen philosophies in my dojo and what I teach. For example, I would definitely make my students clean the dojo before and after the training. We will, for example, let's say we would fold our dogi and hakama together as a part of our training, and of course, we would do the bowings in complete silence, and things like that. Because if we don't cherish these things that are outside of the swinging sword kind of thing, I personally wouldn't say that Iaido is actually useful for life. I want to focus on the things that are not related to the katana too. What should I say? Through my teaching, if I ever am capable of, through my teachings, through my dojo, through Iaido, I want to make someone's whole life better. And sword skills is something that comes along with it. Being able to swing a sword, very fast or draw really quickly doesn't directly make your life better, right? I want um I want more people to be able to live happier and healthier. And I think, of course, Iaido is one of the best ways to do that. But just swinging the sword I personally feel, is not enough. So, yeah, based on what I talked about in this video, I hate Iaido. I really want to create the philosophies or the beliefs of my future ideal dojo that I have in mind. And I know that, saying that let's clean our dojo before and after the practice, or let's fold our hakama together. I know there's going to be a lot of people saying lame, or that's not cool, or I would think so too if I was probably, what should I say, before I started the Ido. But still, I don't mind if I, for example, only have 2 or 3 students. That's completely fine. I probably won't be relying on the fee I get for my students in order to run my dojo. I'll probably have other businesses, so I won't have to take so much money from my students. So, yeah, that's one of the dreams that I have. It's probably not gonna be like a big dojo. I am more of, again, I'm not a fully dedicated budoka. I'm more of a person who wants to try different things in life. What should I say? I'm not a really concentrated person. I go all over the place. So it's gonna be one of the things I hope to do in the future. Maybe a weekly training, or maybe it could be even online. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But all right. I understand about the quality, but perhaps you can make it less matcha and remove the sweets. True, true, true. Maybe just the matcha. I've began Iaido as a method of meditation and finding peace as I battle a ben br- brain tumor, and honestly, it's working wonders for my mental health. I'm sorry, I can't I'm not able to read the words here, but yes, if it's beneficial for you, that's really good. Really glad to hear that. Your videos have really helped. Oh, thank you. Mm. A wolf status, Ricardo. Thank you so much, Ricardo. Hi. Hmm. It's the fun of indirectly improve people's lifestyle. Hmm. Yano truly needs an outlet to prove their skills, with clear arrogance and conflicts when their skills are proven. Ah, exactly, exactly. Well, unfounded arrogance, at least. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, it's really difficult though. I mean, in a way, there is a way to prove your skills. I mean, like, for example, there are competitions in Iaido where everyone competes each other with their skills, but they're all judged by humans, by how accurate the movements are or how fast you are. And basically, what should I say? How should I say it? There's this trend, you can say. Like recently, these kinds of styles are the faster, like in the past, it was more accuracy was more important. But for example, recently, speed is more important, and mm, the judgments are really it's in a way too flexible, it's too fluid, and it's really up to the people who are seeing it. So that's not really it leaves some space for people to um what should I say? What's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, hold on, give me 1 second, guys. My English is not coming out tonight. Excuse. Yeah, it leaves some space to say excuses. So everyone will be able to say, well, that the person who was judging me just doesn't like me, kind of thing. So it really doesn't help that much. In order to kind of what should I say, to judge someone's skills. So that's really difficult too. Hmm. Thank you so much for all your comments, everyone. Hmm. That's one of the things I wish my current dojo would do. I know my sensei has to adopt things to us Americans to make money, but as a Japanese native, I wish he emphasized follow more of the Budo traditions. Hmm. Yeah, exactly. I think in Japan too, a lot of the traditions are starting to change too, and sometimes a lot of the good traditions are um, starting to disappear, which is very, very sad. I think that Iaido as a physical practice is great for developing fine motor skills, whereas Kendo is good for gross motor skills. Both are very good for working on self-discipline. That's right. For you, Stefan, especially training both. Yep. Okay. Speed versus technical skill or shortcut the technical problem. Speed versus technical skill. Yep, yep, yep. That's right. Okay, so after the I hate Iaido video, I posted, oh yeah, Hanami and Momijigari. Yep. It's actually the video where I compared the culture between Hanami, the cherry blossom viewing, and also the Momijigari, the autumn leaves viewing. It was really interesting. The two most famous things, popular things related to nature you can do in Japan today is definitely Hanami and the Momijigari autumn leaves viewing. And I've just personally been wondering how these two became like the most, you know, the representative nature related activities in Japan. And ended up, yeah, both of them, Hanami and both Momijigari, were things that has been done since the Heian period, or even before that, the Nara period, actually, even before Kyoto became the capital of Japan. So that's over 1,100 years ago, maybe even. And it was really interesting. The most interesting part about this topic, what I've studied, is that, again, Hanami is in April most of the time. And Momijigari Autumn Leaves is obviously in November, where it's heading towards winter. And it was really interesting to learn that because of these cultural, what should I say, seasonal differences, the purpose of why you do it, although you do cherish both traditions, we have been cherishing both traditions from ancient times. The feeling that you get from watching these two, cherry blossoms, olives, are completely different. If it's especially interesting if you study the ancient poems that were written by the aristocrats in the past. Every story basically related to autumn leaves are usually just simply sad and feeling loneliness kind of stories, you know? There are, of course, some poems that are about loneliness and sadness related to cherry blossoms too. But the autumn leaves are definitely that. So today, for us today, I mean, we don't like we have air conditioning, for example. We can wear huge big coats and keep ourselves warm. Looking at autumn leaves, it really doesn't. We don't I've at least never actually directly felt loneliness or sadness looking at autumn leaves, but for people in the past, surviving winter was one of the most difficult things to do in that time. So looking at autumn leaves were literally for you to feel, oh, there's going to be the harsh winter coming again, and you're kind of like the occasion where you count the things that you've lost that year, for example. But still, it was really important for them. It was a time for them to remember the things that they lost and feel loneliness, and these emotions probably for the aristocrats at that time was just also as important as when they enjoyed hanami and feeling the excitement of new life and a new year and warmness coming. Yeah. So I really was I think it was really interesting, yeah, to study about this too. And yeah, unfortunately though, again, as you all know, because of my fingers, my finger problems and the Raynaud's syndrome, I haven't been able to see any momiji gari or momiji this year, autumn leaves this year, unfortunately. I did go last year when it was still rather warmer, but this year, especially because I posted the video, I don't want anyone to be worried. So I just stayed home and Tomoko actually had a video idea of going to one of the really famous places in Kyoto where you can see the autumn leaves, really beautiful temple. But yeah, anyways, I did start doing a new treatment this year. So if that works, we might consider it next year. But for this year, we skipped the autumn leaves viewing because obviously it's going to be outside and it's going to be pretty cold. So yeah, maybe next year. Okay. Thank you so much for all of your comments, everyone. Mhm. Roland, hey buddy. I hope you're well today. I am doing really good. Just popped to say hi. Thank you so much. It's Christmas orders time and I can't hang out. Oh, you're busy. Have a great night. You too. hmm Hey Shogo, how do you make Japanese name? How do you make Japanese name? I want to make my own Japanese name one day. If you don't want to answer, it's okay. Don't worry, I'll be happy to answer you. How do you make Japanese name? That's a really difficult question. Um, well, it really does depend on what kind of name you want to name yourself, right? I think that's great. That'll be a lot of fun. Just like any other name all around the world, you can have a lot of meanings in Japanese name too. I guess maybe you could start from searching the most popular names, like most popular names in Japan today. Take a look at them and take a look at the meanings and the set of the kanji characters and such. Maybe start learning from there. And if you still are having a hard time deciding, you can send me a DM. If there's you can maybe start from saying, okay, so I want my name to have this kind of meaning, or you can start from taking a look at the popular names. Because I think if it's going to be like your name you put on yourself, you can maybe is almost like your nickname, right? Basically. So in that case, I think something, what should I say, rather common, rather easy for everyone to call would be better if you're going to be communicating with Japanese people in the future. So I think my advice will be these 2. hmm Uh-huh. The autumn leaves are pretty, and in Finland, people like to go out in nature in autumn to look at ruska or autumn colors. What's that? Oh, go go out in nature. Okay, okay. Don't worry, don't worry. What's that? Ruska. What is that? Is that a kind of tree or? Can you go outside during winters? If not, can your friends make some videos about Kyoto during winter? We will be making some videos outside too, but not, what should I say, something related to nature where I have to be outside the whole time. Gotta go to the airport, Shogo. Okay. Happy Thanksgiving, Shogo, and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. hmm I imagine an Iaido competition where a defensive version of the katas and some kind of blunt sword like a thin bamboo bokken and armor to see who could use the set techniques to strike the other. Ah, that is true. That is true. That could be something really new. Now, that's the really difficult part about Iaido. The concept of Iaido itself is, I explained in one of my videos before. 常にいて急に合わす is where the idea of iai comes from. Always be present and always respond quickly to the situation. So basically, Iaido is you're living your everyday life and you come across a situation emergency and you hmm, reply to it, respond to it. Sorry, respond to it calmly and accurately. Basically, is the concept of Iaido. So doing it in a competition, saying, "Okay, go ahead, let's do Iaido," is not Iaido. That's Kendo. That's Kenjutsu. That's the world of Kenjutsu and Kendo. So yeah, that's another difficult part, isn't it? I'm pretty sure Stephanie, you already understand this, but yeah, it's really really difficult. Ah, I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing it correctly, but Ruska means literally autumn colors. Ah, all the red, orange, etc. Okay, thank you so much. And just one more video. Oh, by the way, guys, I think my new video just got posted. Oh, yep, it has. After this live stream, please take a look. Yep. And the last video that we posted this week was the Kyoto Hidden Gems series, where the six of us actually, including our two kids, the team Let's Ask Shogo plus our daughters came together to go to the kimono experience at Arashiyama, Kyoto. It was great. Especially, it's one of the very few videos where the whole team and our family got together to shoot a video. And in the video, it's only 18 minutes, right? By the way, the kimono video. But the whole video filming itself took more than 3 hours because the kids were so tired and crying. And having kids and trying to have four adults get dressed up in kimono and also filming everything takes a lot of time. And Tomoko did the video editing, by the way, and she did an awesome job doing wrapping this up into a short video, to short story. But the filming itself took a lot of time, and we were really exhausted afterwards. But still, the experience itself was amazing. Again, the quality of the kimono they have there was just great, and also, especially the people there, the staff there. I think the highlight, the best part about the facility here was definitely the staff, the very very kind staff. Because we took so much time for the filming, the store actually was closed already by the time we were about to finish filming, but they actually allowed us to stay at the store even after it closed, so we can shoot more videos. And yeah, they were just really, really friendly, and cooperative, and it was a great experience. Especially, Team Let's Ask Shogo has my wife Harumi and Tomoko, which both do kimono dressing, and they have seen a lot of kimono. They own a lot of kimono. They do kimono dressing every day, and they still were satisfied. So you can understand how good the quality of the kimono they have there. So. So definitely really really recommended. And I don't know, walking on the streets of Kyoto with kimono on is just an awesome experience. It's just so different, even for us Japanese, and even for us Team Lasas Shogo, who what should I say, wears kimono much more often than regular Japanese people. Is still a really special experience for us too. hmm Being able to walk down the streets of Kyoto wearing kimono is just such a special feeling that you get. So if you in the future ever have a chance to come in Kyoto, I really, really hope you can feel the feeling that we got too. hmm All right. Everyone's getting the notification for the new video, yep. It's another one related to Kyoto. The kimono video was so nice. You all look so beautiful and handsome in those. Aw, thank you so much. Mhm. Tomoko editing, that's right. Okay, so then it's actually already past midnight. Wow, that was pretty fast tonight. Then on the title, I was saying there's one thing I wanted to share with you before I go. So the small dream, well, the dream itself is big. It's something that we started to talk about. We were just chatting in between filming videos. Tomoko, Harumi, and I were just saying, but in the future, maybe after a year of training so for Harumi, Japanese traditional dancing, Nihonbuyo for me, shakuhachi for Tomoko, shamisen. After a year of training, all three of us, we really want to start doing charity concerts on YouTube, or maybe on YouTube for live streams. And we really want to donate all the, for example, super chats or super stickers that we get during the live streams, maybe once every half a year from next year. So I started the shakuhachi this October or September. So maybe from next September or somewhere around there, we want to start doing charity concerts. So I think right now, what we're thinking of, we want to do this really seriously. Very different from our regular live streams. We want to make it look like a real show, renting an awesome machiya, a traditional Kyoto style house, and where we were allowed to play instruments. We want to, do it at a really cool place, do it seriously, do things like, for example, playing the shakuhachi and shamisen together. There are some pieces that the bamboo flute and the Japanese guitar can do together. And also, the shamisen can be an instrument that's played for the Japanese traditional dancing. So Tomoko can play the shamisen for Harumi's dancing. Also, we were thinking that playing the shamisen are rather more, what should I say, a cool, more high-paced song for when I do the Iaido kata, for example. I can do some Iaido kata while Tomoko does the shamisen, the Japanese guitar performance, or yeah, things like that we were thinking of right now. And yeah, maybe Tomoko might be able to do a performance of Kyoto while I play the shakuhachi bamboo flute. Or these things are just we're just dreaming right now. We're just really thinking that'd be really cool. And we were actually convincing Kazu to also start something too. He doesn't do any traditional instruments, Japanese traditional instruments at the moment. So we're actually trying to convince him to start something. And actually, speaking of which, Harumi hopes to be able to do the koto, the Japanese harp, in the future. So it will be great if we can do that. I mean, there's a lot of pieces where the shakuhachi, the bamboo flute, and the koto can perform together. So yeah, should I say, our team would be a team of doing martial arts, of course, but also musical instruments together as well. So yeah, that's just a dream that I have. I think maybe it might be after we achieve our goal of 1 million subscribers, but because, we won't have enough time to train, practice our instruments for the live streams. But yeah, I think that'll be really, really good. So that's one of the dreams that we have. hmm Kaz posted a video of fight choreography to Taiko recently. Yes, exactly. I've seen it. I've seen it. Final Fantasy 7 on harp, please. That would be awesome. That sounds great. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think we'll be great. Will you perform in a public space? That is actually another thing that we have in mind that we want to do. What should I say? Like almost like street performances. We might actually make a video series for that. There are some places in Kyoto where you can pretty much freely play instruments in a really open space. There's a really famous river in Kyoto called the Kamo River, Kamogawa, and along the Kamo River, there is a lot of musicians who play their instruments. And yeah, we might actually do our live streams there. But if we do it completely outside, the sound quality, all the wind and the people passing by might be a little bit difficult. But maybe we might make a video about it on like road to street performances in Kyoto kind of thing. Yeah. Anyways, Tomoko is really, really in love with shamisen right now. So I really wanted to give her an occasion where she can enjoy the shamisen more. So yeah, this is just the dream that we had in mind, and I really hope you can look forward to it. Okay, so then everyone, thank you so much for joining today too. I'll be happy to see you next week. This weekend for our weekly live stream, I am hoping to do Iaido. Yes, I do, of course, have my finger problems, but I haven't been able to go to training for a while now, and I really do want an occasion to do Iaido training. Yeah, so I will be doing that this week on Sunday as usual. So I'll be seeing you there. And of course, I'll be next week. Next week, I think there's gonna be a week where I can't do the live stream. It might be next week. There might be a week I'll be skipping. It might be next week. I might not be here. But if I'm not gonna be here, I'll be probably doing a special live stream next week. Yeah, and how is that gonna be special? I hope you can look forward to it. Mhm. I would like for you to interview or video together with Samurai Joe. With Samurai Joe? Okay, okay. Samurai Joe, hold on. I need to look up Samurai Joe actually. Thank you so much. But I think I'll have to go now. Yep. I'll definitely take a look at it, Stefan. Thank you. Mhm. Have any bigger Japanese YouTubers noticed your existence? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure no one has. And no one has actually come up to me for any like what should I say collaboration requests or anything before. So very sad. Well, it's inevitable because I make my videos for outside of Japan, so people in Japan hardly notice my videos. Sorry that I'm late again. Woke up too late. No, it's okay. Don't worry. I'll be here. I'll be on live next week too. So okay, then thank you so much, and I'll be seeing you. Maybe not here next week, but definitely this weekend and somewhere on the live stream next week too. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Thank you so much.